Question 1a-b, question 1 part B. Here we go. It says Tara's aunt invests $2,000 for her when she's born. The interest rate 3.5% per year. This rate does not change as long as the money stays invested. The interest added, the amount is she invests on her birthday each year. The value of the investment after T years can be modeled as blah. So really all you need is to know is this thing here. Well, A is the value of the investment. It says, well, how long would it take for the value to become 2250? So that's a nice, easy question. So we have the usual interest formula here, where the amount we've got is equal to the initial amount times the interest rate to the power of time. So in this case, the interest is 0.35, or really this is 1.035. Just means we're increasing it by 0.35. Increasing it by 3.5%. All right, so let's just, if it was decreasing by 0.35, it would be not 1 plus 0.035, it would be 1 minus 0.035. So, but we're not doing that, we're increasing it. And we want to know what will the value be when we reach, 2250. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to restate this now. So A, this time I'm going to populate it with the metrics we know. We've got 2250 is equal to 2000 times 1.035 to the power of t. So the first job I would say is to divide everything by 2000. We want to get rid of this bit. Ultimately we're trying to get t. So let's get t on its own pretty much. Several ways of doing this. I'm going to use logarithms though, but I'm going to divide first of all of this by 2000 and all of this by 2000, and I'm going to call upon calculator to do this. Obviously 2000 divided by 2000 is 1. 2250 divided by 2000, let's have a look. 2250 divided by 2000. Oh, not very good. Sorry, the focus on this thing is terrible. Is 1.125. So we've got 1.125 is equal to 1.035 to the power of t. So what I'm going to do now is we can do a little bit of a trick here. If we find the log of both sides, t becomes a rather useful thing. So I'm going to find the log of this first side, log of 1.125. And by the way, you probably want to put brackets around these, but it's not really necessary for the calculator. So I'll put log, and I'm purposely leaving a little bit of a space at the front there, of 1.035 to the power of t. Now, of course, as we saw before in this example over here, the power is actually the coefficient. So either the coefficient becomes the power, or if you've got a power, that could just drop back to being the coefficient. So let's have a look here. So I'm going to make t the coefficient. So I'm actually just going to write the t over here and just cross it out over here. There it is. So now we've got, and I'll restate this, I've got log 1.125 is equal to t times the log of 1.035. So I'm going to get t on its own by dividing both sides by the log of 1.035 divided by log of 1.035. So of course the log of 1.035 divided by the log of 1.035 equals t. So I'm going to left with t is equal to this divided by this. Well, this is where the calculator comes in. We're going to divide these two. Let's see what we get. So I've got let's see, I've got log, I'll pull it to one side so I can actually see what I'm going to type in. So I've got the log of 1.125. I'm just going to divide that straight away by the log of 1.035. And I end up with 3.42378. So I'm going to write all of that in. And really, we should do this. We should write the full amount in. So it's going to be 3.423783456 ... Now we're going to simplify that. Now I don't know if they want 3SF or if they want 2DP. So I'm going to have a look at the front page here and see if they actually give us a clue on this one. Temp tool working, more space needed. questions must be done, handed in. Guess and check methods are limited to achieve. Right, okay, so we don't know, so I'm just going to say 2dp. So I'm going to say t, therefore t is equal to 3.42. And this is in years, yeah? So it says how long is the question, and the length of time is going to be in years because we know this is per year. So let's go ahead and we're going to say years, and I'll put in brackets 2dp. And that pretty much should give us the marks.